Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Pappy's Cooking in Flatwoods. This is Special Edition. Our very special guest today, first time you've been on. I've been doing this 7 years.
First time.
And this is the mayor of the city of Flatwoods, the Honorable, questionable, the Honorable Ron Fields, a good friend of mine, and we'll be back in a couple minutes with Ron to get things started. This is the First and People's Bank, Greenup Beacon Media Network.
At First and People's Bank and Trust, we're not only your home office, we're your hometown bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, even your relatives. When you enter our front door, you're going to be our #1 priority, because here at First and People's Bank, we're here to serve you. Tired of dealing with that corporate bank where you're just a number? Come see us at First and People's Bank and Trust, where we'll treat you just like a friend. Whether you're buying your first house, your second house, or financing a new car, come see us at First and People's Bank and Trust.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christy Addington, and I'm with eXp Realty. We are an international real estate company that uses innovative and progressive techniques to help our buyers and sellers meet their real estate needs. I service Eastern Kentucky, Northeastern Kentucky, parts of West Virginia, and have connections all over the world. Please contact me at 606-547-1166. If you have any questions, I would love to help you. I can also be reached at my website, which is christyaddington.exprealty.com. Have a blessed day.
All drivers are not as careful as you are, and Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance in Flatwoods reminds you to drive carefully at all times. For all your insurance needs, auto, home, life, and health, contact Kurt Robinson Insurance. With over 28 years as a State Farm agent, phone 836-3011. Auto quotes available 24/7 at 836-3011. Kurt Robinson Insurance, 1114 Belfont Road in Flatwoods.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
KEDC provides support and adds value to our members' districts through a united spirit of cooperation and innovation. With 67 member school districts statewide and over 50 years of service, KEDC is Kentucky's oldest and largest educational cooperative. KEDC is always interested in our young people by providing educational support services for its school members. Types of services provided: technical wiring, full collective bidding services, special education support, professional development opportunities for all school employees, adult education services, leadership development, and more. KEDC, your trusted partner in education. KEDC, 904 Rose Road, Ashland, Kentucky.
Hank Bond along with Ron Field, and this is Special Edition. Ron, I just was talking to you there while we heard from KEDC and some of those other fine places. What, when did you first get elected as councilman?
I ran in 2012 for the years 2013 and 2014. I was successful, got elected, and served 2 years as a city council.
And then you made a decision to run for mayor?
I did.
And you took that. Won?
I took it and won, yes.
You're not complaining, are you?
Some,
Well, just 5.5 days a week, right?
yeah, some of my friends question my sanity, but yeah, it's
Well, you had to have some.
It's been fun. I got to realize I'm out here for the 90% of the good people, and that you got 10% of the people that just want everything and want you to drop what you're doing and do for them.
Right. Well, the only time, and I did ask, I was telling you before, I never asked for anything, but when they had repaired my sewer line, they sort of left a hole, and I called you one day and said, if you don't come pretty soon, you're going to lose a fire truck in there. And it wasn't too many days. They came out and patched it up, and then came back eventually and paved it. And that's a service to your residents. It is.
We have our city workers are fine people.
They are.
They mean well, and whenever we take and dig a hole, it takes a little while for that to settle. So
right.
if we try to patch it too quickly, it'll sink in.
Well, unfortunately, back when the houses were built on that street, they just put a sewer tap wherever. One's down there, one's over under the street, and of course, until it breaks or goes down, you don't have any idea.
Well, there's some we can't find. We just got an exploratory.
Well,
dig.
the people across the street, they didn't have a yard for about 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, everywhere they thought it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we have found 3 and 4 houses on one sewer tap
right.
in the city,
That's not good.
and it's being corrected as we find it.
Right. Let's see here. Anyone who wants to have a question, type it in on the Facebook app where you're watching this on Facebook Live, and I will share that question with Mayor Fields. Now, Ron, what is the biggest challenge facing you now in the city? Not you personally, but the city is facing.
Well, we need jobs in this area. We've got a lot of vacant homes, and we could get those filled up. And right now, no one's paying taxes on them because it's just difficult to get money out of these banks that are from out of the state of Kentucky.
Right.
They're not local. So many banks northeast owns a lot of this property, and we can't get the grass cut. We can't get hardly anything done. And last night, we did have a first reading of an ordinance that whenever a bank takes over a home, they will let the city of Flatwoods know who owns it and also who's going to maintain the property. So that should help with some of the trash issues, the high grass issues.
Well, high grass doesn't do anything but create an eyesore.
It will create varmints and
You get
snakes.
mice and rats down in the dirt, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, snakes, which are not my favorite animal by any means.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you what, I used to go pond fishing. You can relate. I remember when the Potters had the pay lake out there. But I'd go pond fishing when we lived in Franklin. If there was a snake on the other bank, I left. And that was because I was sure there was one on my bank.
Absolutely.
So I was not staying to see, which was ridiculous. They weren't going to bother you unless you did something to them. But that is not an animal I can relate to.
I don't think too many people like them.
No.
Not even dead ones are not good.
Now, you graduated from Raceland High School.
Racing High School in 1969.
That was a great year. Bobby Carpenter, you and me.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm a Russell grad. Bobby graduated from Wortland.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's many, many good people, but just
Absolutely.
people I know as a fact. Bobby and I have been friends since he went to Wortland. You and I sort of didn't fall into place till we moved back here, and I got to know you a little bit. But now, we're going to talk about the park out here. But first, I'm going to take a break. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Okay.
And this is the First and People's Bank Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Meredith Chiropractic. You will enjoy state-of-the-art chiropractic facilities and discover the true wellness lifestyle. Dr. Terry Meredith is a member of Great Doctors of Chiropractic and has helped many in the Ashland area experience natural healing without surgery or drugs. If you're looking for a skilled chiropractic doctor, visit meredithchiropractic.com, call 329-8158, or visit Dr. Meredith's office at 2120 Carter Avenue in Ashland. At Meredith
Tri-State Enterprise is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. We pride ourselves on quality work, meeting the deadline, and customer satisfaction. All our staff are experts in their fields. Our division managers have over 110 years combined experience in construction, lawn care, electrical, and HVAC. Our staff has high-vac licensed technicians and installers. Our executives have over 45 years combined operations and service management experience, bringing multiple divisions together, making us one of the most diverse companies of the tri-state area, from Flatwoods, Kentucky to Portsmouth, Ohio, and Huntington, West Virginia. Tri-State Enterprise, 1305 Argylide Road, Flatwoods, Kentucky, 606-836-2534.
At Carmen Funeral Home for more than 100 years, the original mission of the firm hasn't changed. They've always intended to provide the best and most professional services complemented by the finest products. Carmen Funeral Home, people serving people since 1913, from pre-need to final arrangements. Carmen Funeral Home.
Are you an adult looking for a new career? A high school senior ready for a new and exciting journey? No matter your education goals, we have a path to get you there. We have lots of programs to help you get a high-paying job quickly or work toward a bachelor's degree. Take advantage of the state's lowest tuition, outstanding training programs for jobs in your area, and online classes. Enroll now. Ashland Community and Technical College. Higher education begins here.
Pappy's Cookin' has breakfast all day, hand-patted burgers, and an all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar. Our friendly staff is here to make sure you have a great dining experience because we want our patrons to be treated like family. Pappy's Cookin', 2135 Arcolite Road, Sweet L, Flatwoods. Call 606-836-3663.
And we're back with Mayor Ron Fields of Flatwoods. And we were talking off the microphone. I got my questions out of order, Ron. Tell me what you did for a living coming up.
I was worked for the CSX Railroad for 38 years, and for 28 of the 38, I was a supervisor down there for purchasing materials, which is over the clerks.
Right.
We kept inventories for the locomotives and also car department wherever I worked. I worked in Hardin and Raceland, went to Huntington, and then back to Russell, and that's where I stayed till I retired.
That's a big job, wasn't it?
It was
I'm not saying necessarily important, but it was.
You had a lot of responsibility because when
Right.
a locomotive breaks down, as long as it's sitting there waiting on parts, it's figured about $800 an hour. And that gets expensive if it sits there 28 or 24 hours.
Here's a question for you. How often does one break down out on the road?
Well, they break down quite often. Lately, in the past several years, they've been making quality parts, buying components that are decent, and the locomotives are running much better, much longer, and they're performing proper maintenance. People's got real good training. They're getting people in there working on them, knows what they're doing, and everything's going great. Plus, a lot of the locomotives are fairly new.
Right.
We don't have.
I really like the ones they painted up for the veterans and first responders.
Yeah,
That was the paint shop up in Huntington did that.
they did.
And it's nice that we honor people who give it all.
I agree.
It really is. And sometimes people get tired of hearing that, but I was a volunteer fireman once down in a little town called Butler, Kentucky. And you roll up on a fire with fire coming out the windows, you have to wait on the truck for the turnout gear because you responded to the fire. It isn't like it is now. And I can just tell you, it's tough. You can get hurt quick.
You can.
Right. Ron, let's talk a little bit about the Flatwoods Park and the pool. What kind of things do you have coming up for the summer?
Well, I just got a phone call on my way over. We're supposed to have Relay for Life this Friday.
Right.
Because of the weather, they went ahead and canceled. But we have the Memorial Day. We always have the Memorial Day celebration. And then our next big celebration will be Fall Festival. But we are going to have movies in the park this year. Last year we had so much bad weather. This year if we have bad weather, we will move it inside where the council chamber is.
Right.
It used to be an old movie theater, as you know, and it's not hard to set up. We did have movies in there this past winter. So
Well, that's good.
Yeah, the winter movies, we had 3 movies leading up to Christmas, and for each Saturday that was shown, it was shown twice, once at 3 and once at 7. And to get a ticket, you had to bring a can of food,
Sure.
and we gave to 3 food bank pantries. One being the school, that's the main one. We wanted it to go well for a backpack program.
Sure.
And then we had a couple of churches that helped out a lot, and they wanted food for their pantry, and we worked with them.
Yeah, and in my opinion, in the United States of America, no one should ever be hungry.
Absolutely.
Now, there's some who maybe don't deserve anything else, but I don't think any man, woman, or child should go hungry. Now, that's my opinion. Everybody's got their own, you know.
I'll agree with you.
But good morning, Mr. Wyant, Greg Wyant, one of our watchers. And I know the backpack program has been successful for so many children. And now they have summer feeding programs where when school's out, they can come, they go out some places, sometimes you have to come to them. And I know Advanced Church has a big summer feeding program.
They do.
Probably more, but that's the one I know about. And, you know, like I said, particularly children, they have no ability to right their circumstance. They have to deal with what they're handed.
Exactly.
And I think that was an excellent thing. Now, at the park, you don't allow bikes or skateboards.
Right.
And it's too bad about the bike, sort of, because that was a place children could ride that wouldn't be out in the road. But I also understand children don't always show great responsibility and try to run over people.
That's
So,
true.
what about the pool? Is Sweetie out there again?
Sweetie will be running it again this year, and we're having lifeguard certification classes for anyone who wants to work with us or other swimming pools. They can go out there and be certified. Our pool's going to be up and running before too long. We're waiting on filters right now to put water in, and filters are $9,000 this year. Of course, we don't have to replace them, but every about 4 or 5 years, which is good. But
Just 9,000?
yeah, just 9,000. It's kind of ridiculous, but you know, when you got 1 or 2 people sales a product, they can just about name the
Jordan
price.
named the price.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like telephone batteries. I went and got one. A refurb battery's good for 12 to 18 months. And when I got it before, it was $50 in tax.
Wow.
18 months later, $76.
Wow.
That includes the tax. $74, and that includes the tax. $20 in 18 months. Somebody's got the right idea.
Absolutely.
And so now, Ron, who sets the prices at the pool? Does the council do that, or?
No, it's something that's Sweetie and I work out. We had to raise it just a little bit this year. We didn't want to, but we want a mother and a father, or one or the other, just take a child over there and drop it off and give it $5, and they can stay all day and eat.
Right.
And
Right.
and that's not too much on the parent. We're not making a great deal of money, but it's something.
Well, you got to break even. I mean.
Yeah, and if our pool can break even, I would be plumb tickled to death.
Oh yeah, I bet you. Now, do you have season passes?
We do. We had to raise the passes. They didn't go up very much, $5 or $10, but
Do you know how much they are? Can you remember?
I'm going to think a family of 4 is around $100, maybe $120, give or take.
But they can come every day.
Hey, as long as we're open, anytime we're open.
Well, you can't hardly beat that.
No,
You really can't.
no.
And it's got. I'll just say this: if Sweetie's there, ain't nobody gonna mess with anybody.
That's Sweetie does a good thing, and there's a lot of parents that drop their children off, and they will tell Sweetie that I'm going to be leaving for 3 or 4 hours, watch my baby, and
Yeah.
Sweetie does it.
Yeah. Well, I've known her a long time. She's a good girl. She really is. We're lucky here. We have good officers. We have good firemen. Let's talk about some of the departments. Who's head of your maintenance and utility department now?
Richard Blevins is the director out there.
His daddy used to, old Richard used to be down in Russell. Kind of a wild old guy when I was a little boy. I think he and Buddy had a run-in or two in their life.
I think so.
Yeah, I won't tell Buddy's story, but just let me tell you.
That's true.
Yeah. But at the same time, Richard respected him too. He might fight him, but he respected him.
Yeah.
And that's gone away now.
They respected each other.
Right. You know, somebody's gonna knock the fire out of you, you better respect them.
Right.
All right, and then let's move on over. Who's your city clerk now?
Heather Morse.
Right. I communicate with her, and now is she responsible for like payroll and the water bills and?
Well, she's responsible for all things in the front end, but now she does the payroll directly, and the girls in the front office, they take care of the water bills.
Okay.
And it's sad to say, last night we had to have first reading to raise the water rates 7.5%, but that's because Russell raised ours about 11% starting July this year. And we have to pass it on to the customer, and they pay a little bit more, which comes out to about $1.30 more on the month.
Right.
And we got a lot of people here that are still yet our minimum water bill is going to be around $57, maybe $58. But
Yeah, my water bill runs, counting the whole, about 101, 105. That's about what ours runs. We have a whole lot of water. We have a grandson that likes to take showers till the hot water runs out. But you fill a family up and run water 24 hours a day.
Right.
Hear that thing buzzing at 3 a.m. sometimes. So. Now, your fire chief?
Brent Dean.
And I know Brent sorta. I've known Billy a long time, so it's not like out here. Now, do you know how many members he has?
We keep usually around 32, but we're down to about 28 right now, 27. We'd like to have a couple more, but volunteering is just about a thing of the past.
Right. Well, I know you give them a little pittance when they respond.
Yes, they get compensated for, they're not on the payroll, but they do get compensated.
Right.
And they have to have quite a bit of training too.
Right.
And it's required training, and Brent and I are working out right now. We want to pay them a little money for going to the training classes.
Well, obviously if you have to choose between working and going to training, you got to work.
Right.
And, that's true with any volunteer department.
Most of the training is done on the weekend, and a lot of it is on we've got it recorded on our TV set out there, DVR. They can take that training, just someone has to make sure they do take it.
Right.
And it's a lot of watching and learning and knowing how to do things, and then you get out there hands-on.
Right.
And that's what the men like. They like the hands-on thing.
Sure.
And we've got a grant we're working on now for a training facility. And the training facility is going to cost around $200,000, and we're spending the first $75,000 now. It's a continuation grant, and as soon as we get this $75,000 spent, we can ask for as much as $125 to finish it. We may get it, we may get another 75, but whatever it is,
We're still going to help you, prop you up.
Yes.
And let's see, fire department, or police department.
Scott Gillum is our chief of police. He's been here probably close to 30 years on the police department here, and I don't think there's anybody more knowledgeable of the city of Flatwoods, the people, the streets and everything, so he does a good job, and of course, we was the safest city there for a couple of years.
Right.
They gauge that on violent crimes against human beings and violent crimes against property. And ours is really, really low. We're usually in the top 10, which is a good thing. And we just put the second school resource officer in.
Right.
They've got 5 schools at 3 different locations out there. And Mr. Horn and I, we got together and talked. And if we could, we would put one in every school.
Right. Well, in this climate, I don't know how you can go wrong. I mean, I know there's a lot of money involved, but even at the price of what it could cost us is
Absolutely.
undebatable. It truly is.
You know, prevention money it costs a lot, but to save someone's life, you just
Yeah.
cannot put a price
Just
on that.
save one.
Exactly.
That's right. Ron and I'll be back with our final segment in a minute. This is the First and People's Bank Greenup Beacon Media Network on Special Edition.
Name, new address. Sharp Accounting and Insurance, now at 1200 Diedrich Boulevard, Russell, Kentucky, in the former AAA building. Call Philip Sharp today for your auto, home, business insurance needs at 606-324-0696 or Sharp Accounting at 606-324-5655 for your IRS, taxes, accounting, and payroll services.
Everything about Stultz Pharmacy is special because everything they do is aimed at pleasing you, their customer. Low-priced prescription medications, their unsurpassed selection of over-the-counter medications, drop-off and pick-up, drive-through window, free blood pressure screenings, free delivery, large selection of greeting cards, collectibles, Yankee candles, and gift items for all occasions. Just a few of the things that Stultz Pharmacy offers their customers every day. Stultz Pharmacy with locations in Greenup, Flatwoods, and Wheelersburg. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Welcome to Bellefonte Animal Clinic. Dr. Amy Bess is a licensed veterinarian treating dogs, cats, and other small animals. Your pet's health and well-being are very important, and Dr. Bess and staff will take every step to give your pet the best possible care. Bellefonte Animal Clinic is a full-service animal clinic and will take routine wellness cases as well as medical, surgical, and dental issues. Dr. Amy Bess, Bellefonte Animal Clinic, 1500 Kenwood Drive, Russell. Call 606-836-9933.
Brent Roark's Insurance Agency is a full-service agency associated with Nationwide Insurance, one of the largest insurance companies in the United States. Nationwide's financial strength remains strong. To reach Brent Roark at 721 Bellefonte Road in Flatwoods, phone 836-6666.
Nationwide is on your side.
Brent Roark.
Ron Fields, the mayor of Flatwoods, on Special Edition. Hank Bond here from Pappy's Cooking and the Greenup Beacon Media Network. So happy to have you with us. I appreciate the fact that Ron had the time. We were afraid we were going to bump schedules, but he was able to straighten out his thing, come over and spend a half hour with us. I even offered to buy his breakfast. He told me no. That's what kind of guy he is. We are considering, and Ron and I have talked about this twice, if I can stay healthy, that we're going to begin streaming the Flatwood City Council meetings. And one point I want to make, we do not charge to cover news events. We charge for certain events, but for public meetings, we do not. We will not ask the city for money. It is a nonpartisan, straight news, and people have known me. I don't take sides much. I just do my job.
Right.
So let's talk, Ron, here in our last minute or two. How many? You have one meeting a month,
Yes, sir.
and that is what day?
The first Tuesday at 7 o'clock of each month.
Well, then that's exciting. And you try to do it all. Now, do you have special meetings sometimes?
Occasionally, we have to work in a special meeting for something that can't wait.
Right. Often that surrounds grants and personnel action.
Because of deadlines, correct.
Right, right. And it starts at 7 o'clock
Yes, sir.
at the city building.
Yes.
Don't come into Mayor's Store. You walk up the little ramp.
Walk up the little ramp to the first door on the left, and it says police department, but it'll be open, and you walk in, and the council chambers is in there where the old theater used to be.
Okay. Well, that gives up against the speaker somewhat.
Buford came in a little early and
So, no white ball chasing today?
we've got a couple would come out to council meeting and find out what goes on.
Well, that's part of why I think we ought to stream it. We've talked to you and Russell both, and I'm having every mayor, I've invited every mayor. The ones that have committed so far are Donna, Talmadge, you. I've contacted the South Shore mayor, but I have not heard anything. And I contacted Ron and Simpson, and he said he was going to check his calendar, but he never got back to me. So I'll extend those invites again, because I think the people of the county need to know what's going on.
Right.
And I've had Bobby Hall, and you can't talk Pat Heineman into it. She's too shy. But I'm going to invite Judge Carpenter so that we can hopefully let the people here know what's going on here.
Right.
And you get out there and recruit us some business with you.
I think we've got some promising things going to be announced here before too long.
Good.
For the county of Greenup and eastern Kentucky.
Well, you know, and I'll be honest with you, one of the reasons I'd like to see Rocky elected governor would be because, like when Patton, he was judge recently, and Bert Combs, you know, everything was, the eastern Kentucky didn't suffer. We got great roads clear to the state line now. Over that mountain, it's not like it used to be going into Wise, Virginia.
Exactly.
That's an hour over that hill, and you had to stop twice. You know, somebody in the car couldn't make it. So
I remember them days.
But Ron, good luck, and you know the Beacon's always here if you ever need us.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ron Fields, the mayor of the city of Flatwoods, and we thank you for joining us, and we will get our things underway here with Education in Action coming up in a few minutes with Superintendent Larry Coldiron from Raceland Independent. Thanks for joining us here on the First and People's Bank Greenup Beacon Media Network.
Today are obsessed with recording their experiences, whether it's a selfie with a friend, a magnificent sunset, or their lunch. The power to pull out your phone and capture a moment in time is irresistible. When fans attend their favorite events like conventions, festivals, concerts, and sports, phones spring out to capture every special moment. Now imagine offering fans your exclusive, up-close, or action-packed content in a beautiful keepsake book. But not just any book. Our proprietary collaborative platform gives every fan the power to include their own photos with your content for something truly unique and personal that they'll treasure forever. And they can do it all from their phone. Hi, we're FanBooks, and we work with partners like you to create and publish collaborative, on-demand keepsake books that your fans are gonna love. FanBooks. We play for keeps.